And there's politics now emerging over the Saki Naka rape case. In its mouthpiece Saamana, Shiv Sena has defended the Maharashtra Police and blamed UP for spoiling Maharashtrian culture, as the rapist was from the city of Jaunpur in Uttar Pradesh. My colleague Vinaya Deshpande is with us on the broadcast. Vinaya, help us understand these comments, especially in light of the fact that Shiv Sena is one party which is trying to extend its presence beyond the state of Maharashtra, even in a state like UP. How do these statements really sit with the larger political agenda of the party?
Well, Anushka, as of now, this comes as a response to the kind of allegations that have been leveled by the opposition against the Maharashtra Vikas. We have seen since the time of the unfortunate incident, several political statements have been made. BJP says that this is ruining the culture of Maharashtra, that the failure of Maharashtra government. The BJP had demanded that the issue should be fast-tracked and the accused should be given the strictest of punishment, something that the Chief Minister had already held a meeting with the top officials of the state police, and they've already done. So, in some sense, the Maharashtra Vikas says that the issue is being politicized by the opposition, even when it's a law and order issue and the police have already arrested the accused. It is on that background we see the Saamana editorial today defending the Mumbai Police, saying that the Mumbai Police nabbed the accused within 10 minutes, and that it only defends the Mumbai Police chief statement that police cannot be present everywhere because it is a responsibility of the society as well. That is where Saamana says the Jaunpur model which is being implemented here, wherein it says that the accused knew the victim and it is the accused who really backstabbed her and the incident happened. It also says that law and order situation is under check. Maharashtra is one of the safest places for women. But if any other political party wants to hand over this probe as well to ED, they are welcome to do so. So clearly, we see Maharashtra government, Saamana in some sense, which is the mouthpiece of Shiv Sena, the prominent ruling ally, coming out not just in defense of the Mumbai Police, but also out at the
Right. Vinaya, also help us understand that this kind of anti-North politics from Shiv Sena has come at many instances in the past as well. But if you look at the recent past, these kind of statements had become far and few as far as Shiv Sena is concerned. Why do you think this line has once again been taken, and very unfortunately on a rape case?
Well, it's an extremely unfortunate incident, and the line seems to have been taken because of the consistent tirade of the opposition saying that Maharashtra continues to grow to be a place which is not as safe as it used to be for women. And that is why, the traditional corollary, unfortunately, in Maharashtra has been that the law and order situation has worsened as much as it has in UP Bihar. So that seems to be the line because which Shiv Sena mouthpiece has stated this way. This comes as a response to the tirade by the BJP continuously attacking the government, saying that not only has Maharashtra gotten unsafe for women, but also it is the failure of the government to take care of law and order situation in the state, in which condition the CM must step down.
Vinaya, how do you see the alliance partners, say a Congress or an NCP, reacting to the statement? A Congress party which is trying to get a hold of its lost ground in a state like UP would clearly want to distance itself from a statement like that.
Well, as of now, if you see that there has been no reaction whatsoever from both NCP as well as the Congress, seems to be a mutual understanding that they should not let this escalate further, because this can be a damaging statement for both the Congress, specifically for the Congress, even for the Shiv Sena to some extent, because Shiv Sena has its regional aspirations of role and it plans to have a stronger foothold in other states, including in UP as well. So as of now, not only do we see that, not many Congress leaders have responded to this, even NCP hasn't responded, even Sanjay Raut, who usually speaks to the media at around 11:30 every morning, has chosen to not speak today.
And Vinaya, would it be correct to say that the opposition will continue to build pressure upon the government, or these kind of political barbs will continue to be exchanged between the two sides? Because this rape case clearly has sparked a controversy of political nature between the Shiv Sena, the ruling party right now, in alliance with the Congress and NCP, versus the BJP.
Well, Anisha, there are two aspects of it. One is the political political aspect, the other is the law and order aspect. With respect to the law and order aspect, I believe about the aspect, they have already said that they have to fast track the charge sheet will be submitted within a month,
Okay.
and that they are also in control of the situation. With respect to politics, considering that not to India, not to I've seen a few other incidents as well happening in Pune, in Nagpur, and Simply. The
Yes.
opposition onslaught on the governmental constitution.
Vinaya, please continue to stay with us. Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Bhatia, thank you so much for joining us. How do you see the statement coming in from the mouthpiece of Shiv Sena, Saamana? They are saying it's the people from UP responsible for spoiling the culture of Maharashtra.
It is very sad to hear such irresponsible remarks from a political party that is in power. And for the government, it is their primary duty to ensure that every citizen is safe in Maharashtra. And law and order, last that I checked in the Constitution of India, is a state subject. Now to give it a spin and to blame others for your own failures is a very serious matter. And I just hope that the family of the victim will get justice and speedy justice. That should be the priority.
All right. And in light of the comments which are coming in, once again, BJP in the state of Maharashtra, Mr. Bhatia has raised several questions about the overall law and order situation, saying that the situation is not very conducive to women because in the recent past, various instances of crime against women have been reported. My question to you would be, is it correct to single out the state of Maharashtra? Because the unfortunate reality is that crime against women are rampant across the country.
You're absolutely right. I would say that, irrespective of the region, if a heinous crime like rape happens anywhere in the country, it is very sad and we need to ensure that such crimes don't occur, first of all. And second, if it happens, then justice is given to the family members and to the victim. But at the same time, the law and order situation, as we have seen even in this case and other cases in Maharashtra, is deplorable. And something needs to be done about it. There can't be any comparative study, or we can't equate two wrongs to say this is one right.
And going forward, what is the sort of statement which is coming in from the likes of NCP and Congress? Joining us on the broadcast is also Mr. Majid Memon. Mr. Memon, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Do you agree with the statement published in the Shiv Sena mouthpiece Saamana, where they say that it's the people of UP who are spoiling the Maharashtrian culture?
Well, you see, as far as criminal offences are concerned, and more particularly the offences relating to the women's security is concerned, the whole nation is very sensitive about it, irrespective of which state in which the offence is committed. Because we can't I distinguish one state from another as far as the Indian territory is concerned, where Criminal Procedure Code applies and the Indian Penal Code applies with, of course, little local modifications. But you see, when such serious Nirbhaya type case take place, whether it is in Delhi, in Mumbai, Lucknow or anywhere else, you see, whole nation has to rise against such atrocity on women, and all right-thinking people have to condemn such heinous offences, and administration must take maximum stringent possible steps against the offenders, which is what is happening even in this Saki Naka case. Chief Minister immediately made a statement that we would have fast track for this case, we would have the investigation concluded within a month's time. What more can be done? And the culprit, the accused, is already in custody, and the investigation is being done by...
Well, Mr. Memon, what I sense is that clearly this is a very categoric statement which is offensive, and many would argue not even factually correct to target people from a certain region of Uttar Pradesh. Thank you, Mr. Memon and Gaurav Bhatia, for joining us on the broadcast.